And the new Ghostbusters movie is a generation change in every way. So what kind of connection did you have to the 80s story before shooting? And how would you describe your main argument for being part in this one?
I was 3 when the movie came out. It was something that was just part of the world I was living in. I mean, 1 and 2 were just on our TVs all the time at a time when kids just had the TV on all day. And so I was very familiar with those. And of course, Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, all those guys were part of the comedy world that we all knew about. And I live in Chicago now, which was home base for Harold Ramis and Bill Murray. So I feel really connected to them in that way. I feel really proud to be part of the film. When you get the call, you say yes. I don't know. Jason Reitman's the perfect person to do the sequel. I can't think of anybody who could do it better because it's part of his life. He grew up on the set, and now he's taking the mantle from his father, and it really echoes the story that you see in the movie with the kids taking on taking the work from their predecessors. Paul?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the same. I was older, and I was and am still older than Carrie.
No one would know.
I saw the movie in the theater and loved it. I don't know anybody that didn't. It was a huge deal, and same thing. Grew up, and it's Ghostbusters is just always there. It's like a seminal classic film that we all love. We all know is hilarious. We all, enjoyed it, and I can't believe that this happened. I got the call, as you say, from Jason, and who I'm a fan of, and I've loved his other films and have wanted to work with. The idea that it was going to be on a Ghostbusters movie was extra exciting, that his dad was going to be a part of it and sitting there, and it just felt like, we were really, it was really, I think I felt privileged more than anything else to be kind of invited into the family business in that way. And so it was just a mind-blowing experience, one I'll always treasure.
So it was a yes within a second and not kind of, I need to check my schedule, call you back next week.
No, the script is really strong.
Yeah, for
Great.
Sure. There's no hesitation there.
Yeah, perfect. And you bring the 80s charm back to 2021. So what do you like the most about the atmosphere of the movies back then, and the other way around? What do you like about the contemporary of presenting movies? And of course, mixing it right now with Ghostbusters Afterlife.
It does feel like an old school movie. It feels like when we used to go to the movies in the 80s and 90s. It has that sort of Amblin Spielberg feeling, this adventure with these kids. And what I love about it is not only does it mix action and comedy and horror, much like the original film did, but it also is a coming of age story. And it's about these kids who are outsiders, who are looking to find their identities. And I think anybody can relate to that story. So I think that the family drama that's at the center of it is very clear and very specific. And that's the strength of Jason and Gil's writing. And that's what makes us care about the people and what gives us the payoff at the end of the film. And so I think not only fans of the original can relate to it, I think it's definitely a film for a new generation, regardless of whether or not you were a Ghostbusters fan from the beginning.
And one of the things that's fun about it being a modern film, and most modern films use modern computer technology to create their own special effects, and each one is trying to outdo the other. And this one actually incorporates some of the techniques that they used in the original Ghostbusters. And so it kind of seamlessly mixes practical effects with special effects. And as a result, I think we're seeing things in a way that most movies are, we don't see them in movies that are made currently. And there's something that happens on even a subconscious level that makes it feel like the way movies used to feel.
Yeah.
Yes, you have the feeling you can touch everything, and that is what I loved about it very much.
Because you could.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and I hope lots of people all around the world are watching Ghostbusters on the big screen. So thank you so much and take care.
Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Du willst mit dem alten Kombi fahren?
Ist der einzige mit einem Motor drin.
It's a generation change in every way. So what kind of connections did you have to the 80s stories before shooting, and how would you describe your main argument for being part in this one?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Good question. I was connected to Ghostbusters as a young kid, McKenna I think was as well. It was always around in the house. Our parents are both big fans. Therefore, we were big fans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was amazing to be a part of it. And I think, I don't know, people have wanted the new Ghostbusters movie for a long time, and I think what's really special about this one is, like, it has the same character, like, the same kind of characters you know and love, but also it's about family and about emotion, and about letting go, and, you know, it feels nice. It feels like the same, but fresh at the same time. So, you know, it's a movie for everyone.
Was machst du hier eigentlich in Somerville?
Wir sind komplett pleite und mein Großvater hat uns dieses unheimliche alte Farmhaus mitten in der Pampa vermacht.
Ihr Vater war nicht so der Hausmann. Er konnte kaum das Haus am Laufen halten.
Wollen Sie sagen, er hat uns nichts hinterlassen?
So McKenna, did you have any connection to the...
So sorry.
No worries at all.
That's mine. That's
Is
my
it?
mom's ringtone. It goes through the alarm. It goes through silent.
Because of course, because you have your mom, you have it's favorite, so she can call every time.
Exactly.
Just keep going.
So
it's
unprofessional.
fine.
Keep going.
No worries at all. No worries
It's
at all.
off now. Oh God.
No worries at all. And you're bringing the 80s charm so back to 2021. So what do you like the most about the atmosphere of the movies back then and the other way around? What do you like about the contemporary way of presenting movies? And of course, in this one, mixing it.
I think people are, like, give less of a crap when making a movie. I feel like a lot of movies couldn't be, or it's kind of vice versa. Like, a lot of movies couldn't be made in the 80s that are made now. A lot of to tell their stories, and you know, and vice versa. You know, there's so many movies in the 80s that would never be made now. So I think that's like a really interesting thing. I think, like, when movies now get released, it's people are very very confident in the kind of storytelling they're telling. And back then, I think, like, it was harder to kind of, like, film an indie movie, you know, without it being, you know, Sundance didn't exist back then. It didn't, like, there were kind of these big budget, crazy studio movies. And I think it was a point in time where they were all, like, incredible. And not to say that there weren't indie movies back then, but not like,
like now.
Not like now. There's like A24 and all these people that there's mainstream independent movies now. So yeah, I know. I think that's interesting, and I also think, like, the 80s, there was a sense of, like, freedom as well back then. So I don't know. You know, both are great.
Was geht hier eigentlich vor?
Die Stadt liegt nicht in einem Erdbebengebiet und trotzdem bebt hier täglich der Boden.
So if you could talk to an audience which is about to see this movie in, let's say, the next couple of minutes, so what would you like to tell them?
Yeah, well, I was
Don't
gonna say,
spoil it.
not the end. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of an inclusive movie. Like, it kind of has something for everyone. It has comedy. It has, you know, it has romance. It has scares, mystery. It has kind of everything. And it has all the same stuff from the original Ghostbusters that you know and love, with some new stuff added. So, yeah, I'm really excited for people to see it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and don't forget to call your mom back.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Take care.
See ya.
Goodbye. Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Bye-bye.